Hey everybody, this is Br3ak. Check out my website at www.listenuplistening5687.com. That's www.listenuplistening5687.com. You ready to chit chat and all of that? You ready to vent, let it out? Well, come on now. Come on, collab with Br3ak. Come on and be on Listen Up, Listen In as a guest. Contact me at 718-354-8405. 718-354-8405. You can also contact me by email. listenuplistening5687@gmail.com. One more time. listenuplistening5687@gmail.com. Let's get it. Hey, what's going on? It's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. The weekend is near. Come on. Cause it's Friday. I ain't got nothing else to say. That's it. What's going on, y'all? I be trying to sing and rap and sing. I be trying to do my own thing. Let me tell y'all something. I got some rhymes. I'm gonna get this little poetry thing started. I'm telling y'all, I got a little Sugar Hill gang some rhymes now. I got some old school stuff, you know. I know I got Curtis Blow stuff. Yeah, these all the breaks. I got some stuff like that. Yes, I got some rhymes in my pocket. Yeah, baby, I'm gonna do this poetry thing. But anyway, it's Friday. What's going on? I hope everybody's having a good day. Yes, indeed. And all praises to Jehovah God and Jesus Christ every day. Amen. Because without them, we are nothing. But first of all, guess what? You did that this morning? You should be happy you did that. Cause you gotta thank God you woke up this morning. Sing a jazz song. I woke up this morning feeling good, feeling fine. I woke up. Let me stop. I tell you what. Let me tell y'all something. I have to laugh and joke. That's just me. I cannot walk around here just, we have our moments where we just sad and we got so much on our minds, so much on our plate. We lost loved ones and we're just trying to live our lives from day to day with all the different things that we have to take care of in life. It's hard to be a human. It's hard to be a human being. But it just feels good to wake up in the morning and know that you have another day on this earth. And you look on the news and you see all these different things that's going on in the world. People losing their lives and just these tragedies and earthquakes and things happening. And we gotta pray, y'all. We gotta pray and keep God in our life and just keep the faith. So, just keep going and doing what you gotta do. Stay focused, stay positive, and love your family. Because every day you walk out that door, you gotta hope and pray you come back. I'm telling you. And that's what makes it so scary. But keep going, keep living, man. Say your prayers day, afternoon, at night. I don't care where you at. Say a prayer. And say a little prayer for me. That's right. Say a little prayer for me too. Because we all need it. Yes. But anyway, it's Friday, y'all. I ain't trying to talk too long. I got a special guest. Yeah. Y'all know how I do with my guests. I love my guests. Yes. And we're going to have a great show. And listen, I don't care where you're at. Turn it up. Turn the volume up. Because you know my intro with From J Jig Cicero. You know it's fire. So blast. I don't care where you at. Let everybody know out there, wherever you at, that you getting ready to tune in to Listen Up, Listen In podcast. Cause that's me, Br3ak. When they hear that, they gonna be like, what? Who made that? Yes, when that came out. Yes. I'm getting ready to do a dance for this tune. Are y'all ready for a great show? Hey, don't let nobody get you upset. Do what you gotta do. Brush it off. Woosah. Do what you gotta do to make yourself happy. Self-love, self-worth, self-you. Let's get ready for Listen Up, Listen In podcast. We're Br3ak. That's me. Let's get it.
Tanya, you ready?
Listen up, listen in. 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 Thanks for tuning in. Let's have a conversation. Talking worldwide, it don't matter your location. What you going through and the topic may have relation. Let's get some motivation. Let's swap out education. Every Friday we heal, laugh, improve, and grow. Put some nutrients in your mind, give you food for the soul. I know you pumped and preparing for your weekend and low. Might as well join the discussion and tune into the show. Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in to Listen Up, Listen In podcast. I'm your host, Br3ak. Now before I start today's episode, I would love for you guys and gals to follow me on social media. Go to Instagram, Listen Up, Listen In 5687, and on Facebook, Listen Up, Listen In. You can also email me on listenuplistenin5687@gmail.com. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, by following me on social media, you'll be able to see all the platforms my podcast is on. Wherever you consume my podcast, hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when a new episode is posted. Rate, review, and share this podcast. Now let's get back to Listen Up, Listen In. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Br3ak from Listen Up, Listen In podcast. And I have a great guest today. I was on his show. Now he's on mine. That's what we do. But let me tell you a little bit something about this gentleman here before he started doing his talking. He's 35. Ladies, yes, he's 35 and always had a love for communication and helping people. Because of the lack of communication in his family, he had to go through life and make mistakes in the process of learning communication. He would love to be a motivational speaker to inspire others on their journey to find themselves. He's come to realize that so much can be changed in life with communication. I truly agree about that. And problems can be solved and life can be changed with the right words. Ladies, yes. Where he at? He right here. Let's give a round of applause for Meek from Breaking Bread podcast. Hey, Meek.
Well, thank you, baby. How are you today?
Well, I'm all right now after you reading this bio. Wow. My number is 347. No, let me stop.
Word. Hit me up on my inbox.
I've been looking for you. You is the person I've been looking for. My goodness, I love this though. All jokes aside, I really, really love this because communication is the key and people just don't get it. They don't get it. You have got to learn communication. So I done read all that now, but I want you to tell my audience about Mr. Meek and his journey of becoming a motivational speaker and giving advice to others about communication. So, communicate.
Well, as I got the lovely introduction from the lovely Br3ak, I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be on your show. I've been following you. Your content is real. Your guest is funny as hell. Your little co-host giggles with the Timberlands and the fitteds on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, giggles. I bought you a new fitted, baby.
I love her. That is my best friend. She's awesome. She's awesome.
So I appreciate you for having me on the show. But
welcome.
Yeah, it's like it took me a long time to realize, in my later years, but I see how much things can be different with communication. Like 2 words, 3 words, 4 words, a paragraph can change people's lives. And I've seen it as a testament with my own eyes. And this may sound funny, but I thought to myself, what am I good at? Because I was in my journey of trying to figure out who I am, trying to find myself, what's my next move. And I said to myself, what am I good at? And this may sound funny. 2 things. Fucking my shit up.
No cursing.
And helping. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Apologize. Messing my stuff up and helping people. So I said to myself, you know what? Let me be a motivational speaker. I'm currently, enrolled in school right now for my BNA in communications. My projected graduation date is 2027. So when I graduate from there, I'm going to have my degree in communications. And then after I do that, I want to get my degree in child care because I love children.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm coming to your graduation.
Yeah, I'm serious. And because the reason why I'm saying this is because this generation right now, the youth, they don't really have no guidance. You understand? Because a lot of these, women out there are single parents. They have to work 13, 14 hours a day. So they really don't have the time to, monitor their children because they have to make sure they have a roof over their head. And then they go out into the streets and they meet these knuckleheads in the streets that steer them in the wrong direction because that's what happened to me.
Right.
So that's why I want to work with the youth because I just want to speak to them, coming from where they came from and where they're at right now. I was once upon a time to let them know, you don't got to be this way. Whatever you want to be, you can be. Don't listen, to the guy you see on the corner selling drugs. Just because he has the fancy car and he has all the women, that doesn't mean nothing. Because at the end of the day, that disappears, that fades away. Money goes, women goes, but content of your mind will always remain if you wanted to. You feel me?
Absolutely, yes.
So that's why I wanna do that. I feel like that's my calling because so many people are on this earth that don't know what they're put on this earth for, and I feel like that's just my calling. So.
That's awesome, Meek. So, you ever think about being a mentor?
Yeah, I would love to do that. I would love to be a mentor.
I can give you information.
Oh, please do. Please do. I would love doing that. Please do, because I didn't have no guidance, I didn't have my father in my life, so I didn't have a male figure in my life, so it's like I was just, running around like a chicken with their head cut, pretty much. Until I had to make a couple mistakes. All right, let me stop lying. A lot of mistakes for me to be like, okay. Yeah, you feel me? I got to keep it real. So,
it's all good.
A lot of mistakes for me to realize, why I want to communicate. But as far as being a mentor, I would love that. I would love that 100%. And if you got that information, slide it to me.
Oh, I'm definitely going to give it to you tonight. I'll give it to you. Definitely. Yep. And I'll tell you, what you need to do and stuff like that. Because it is true. A lot of these youth are in foster homes. They're in shelter homes. Gangs and different things like that. And, listening to the news, a lot of these kids are not even making it past 15, 16 years old. They're being killed. And if they're not being killed, they're going to jail because of their first homicide. And that's crazy. I
Yeah.
remember back
At
in the
15
days
years old.
we were outside riding bikes, scraping up our knees, playing skellies. These kids were
That's what
running
I'm
around,
saying.
ducking around cars, shooting, don't know how to shoot, and hitting
Yeah.
innocent people, and it's terrible. So they need people that have been there, done that, to help them out and to tell them, hey, listen, it's either death or jail. I don't think these kids realize today when you shoot someone and they shoot back at you and they hit you, there's a possibility that you're going to die. Do you understand what death is? Do you understand what being paralyzed is?
Yeah.
Or just you putting your family at risk because of the lifestyle that you're living? So that's good that you want to go out there and help, young people to get themselves on the right track. So kudos to you for that. Definitely.
Yeah, because I know how it is because I'm a reformed gang member myself. I was in affiliation with the Crips. So yeah, so I know how it is. Daddy's not around, mom is at work, you in the house all day alone by yourself. You step outside, you step off your porch, you look around, you see what you can get into. You see the gang members, all together, unity, drinking, smoking, doing whatever. You're like, oh, that's cool. That's what I want to do. Then you gravitate to them.
Right.
But I'm fortunate, I'm very fortunate to make it out, because a lot of children don't have that opportunity. Like you said, 15 years old, shooting somebody, dying.
Right.
And it's sad because now that kid's life is cut short because of a poor choice that he wasn't even aware that he was making.
Right.
Right. And I'm trying, to prevent, I'm not trying to, tell these kids what to do. I'm just trying to show them what not to do. The choice is ultimately up to you. If you want to choose to make the bad decision, but I want to be that person to let you know the consequences behind the choices that you make.
Yes, you would be an excellent speaker, talking to kids, especially in schools and kids that's out in the street, because let me tell you something, there could be 10 kids and you can get that speech to. One of them gonna listen.
Yeah, and that's what I thrive off of, because like I said, I didn't have that. All I had was people condoning my bad behavior. Yeah, go do this, or yeah, go do that. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I got the people that are older than me telling me to do these things, so it must be right. Because all children, when they hear an adult and an adult tells them to do something, they're going to do it because they think that's the right thing to do.
Right.
And they don't have, the proper mentality and the brain function, to understand that this can possibly be the wrong decision because they weren't presented with a possible consequence to that decision or choice that they made.
And see, that's the important thing is to be around positive people, because you got dumb in every age. You got ignorant in every age. It don't even matter. And so a lot of people think, because they're older or they're mature, that they got the answer. But no, you got grown people that's walking backwards. So that's why it's so important to know the difference between being around a positive person and a negative person. Because a positive person is going to motivate you to do the right thing in life, go to school, honor your parents, keep God in your life, take care of your home, take care of yourself, love you first. But then that negative person is like, oh, the heck with that. You ain't got to do that. Yo, you need to do this. You need to get your bread up, or you need to do this. You soft. And see, and as a young mind and low self-esteem, you'll think, well, hey, that person is probably right. That's why I always say that if you don't love yourself, then you're going to be lost, because you're going to listen to everything and anything in life. So that's good that you made. That is good that you had your trials and tribulations and you realized, hey, this ain't the way to go. And you made that change. So that's awesome. That is awesome.
I have to, because like I said before, so many kids know what they're doing, but don't know why they're doing it. Right. All of these young kids that's in jail, or are dead, you know, God forbid, knock on wood, but it does happen. If you was to ask them, why are you doing what you're doing? You could put 10 of them in front of you right now and ask them, why are you doing what you're doing? I guarantee you 7 or 8 of them would be like, I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. Because the reason why I'm saying that is because I knew what I was doing, but I didn't know why. You want to know when I had the epiphany? Just guess how old I was.
22?
32 years old.
Oh.
31 years old.
Wow.
Because one day I sat down and I said to myself, why am I feeling, you know, the way I'm feeling? Why was I doing what I'm doing? And then I actually had to like really just sit down. I actually sat down like I meditated and everything just played in my head and I just wrote it down. And I understood why I was doing what I was doing. And I said at that moment right there, I had to get myself together on a mental standpoint because now I have children that are looking at me for guidance.
That's right.
And they expect me to give them that guidance, but I can't give them something that I don't obtain. So I had to obtain that guidance and that knowledge and that wisdom and that understanding so I can pass it on down. I mean, you friends with me on Facebook, you be seeing my videos.
I know. I be seeing you trying to look all sexy while you be doing them videos.
Yeah, you know, I try, man. I try. You know,
your videos are awesome. They're very awesome.
Yeah,
I like that.
Because if you scroll, let's just say you spend a half an hour scrolling down Facebook. All you see on Facebook is guys talking about girls, girls talking about guys, OnlyFans, and videos of girls in bikinis and guys in tight jeans with a, you know, package showing. Where's the positivity at?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Where are the positive affirmations, the positive videos? Like, so I said to myself, even though you may not stop and look at my video, but when you scroll down my page, not my page, but your newsfeed, you're going to see my video. Whether you decide to click on it, that's on you. Because so many people are using social media for the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
The original invention of Facebook was to keep in touch with extended family you can't see on a daily basis.
Right.
But the generation just molded it into what they wanted it to be.
Oh, they lost.
Yes. You know, so it's like I'm trying to, you know, change the tides because I never forget Tupac did an interview with Ed Gordon for Bob Records. This was back in 95, you know, a couple of months before he passed away. And he said, I may not change the world, but I will spark the mind trying to change the world. And I really believe in that. And now we're going to bring it forward a little further. I don't know if you know, too familiar with Nipsey Hussle, you know, but he was a rapper that was born and raised in California, you know, a reformed gang member that died, you know, due to gang violence, you know. Right. He wasn't involved in it, but, you know, it's just one of those things where, you know, you blowing up to be somebody bigger than the gang and then the gang doesn't like that. And, you know, it goes like that.
Right.
But I believe in my head that Nipsey Hussle at a young age was watching that Tupac interview because literally everything down to a T that Tupac was trying to do, Nipsey Hussle was trying to do before he passed away. Literally down to a T.
Wow.
I want to have that effect on somebody that can say, you know what? I want to change the world. My generation is messed up. I want to do whatever I can, you know, to the best of my ability to help as much people as I can. Like, for example, and this happened just now, right? I'm in the store because I had to get something for my daughter for school. And it's this person in front of me had a whole bunch of stuff. It was a girl, you know, she had a whole bunch of stuff, you know, for her house or whatever. And I think the total was like $58 or something like that, right? So swipe the card, decline. Swipe the card, decline. So she's like, hold on. So I'm watching. I'm not saying nothing. She's on the phone. She's speaking to somebody on the phone. Oh, you know, your card declined. You know, oh, that's not possible because I know it's money on there, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm watching her. So now she's sitting down at the table. She about to text somebody. Her phone died. So in my head, I said, you know what? This is a sign from God to tell me something. Bless this girl. So I said, don't worry about it. I'll pay for it. No. I don't know. You start. I'm like, shh, sweetie. I'm not doing this to gain something on you. I'm doing this because I'm trying to pay it forward. Now, when you meet somebody that's in the gym and you have it, just make sure you pay it forward. I paid for her food.
Wow, that was nice.
$58. Even the lady at the cash register is looking at me like, $58. I mean, you gotta pay it forward. You understand?
Yeah.
We gotta get in the habit of helping each other. Because if we get in the habit of helping each other, it's no telling how far we can go as people. And I'm not even just talking about black people. I'm talking about all races.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
Tomorrow I'm supposed to go to Pathmark around 10 o'clock. You think you can meet me there? Yeah! Get me my vegetables and my fruits.
Yo, you stupid. You said,
Big Daddy Kane, look at you. That's why you named your show Breaking Bread. Honey, I'm going, listen, meet me. What she did again? She was at the register. Okay. Phone and
She was at the register.
She
Yeah, she was at the register. Yeah.
Look at this all right. She was at the register. That's beautiful. Oh, no. You know, I'm joking around. I like to play around, but that was awesome. That was beautiful. $58.
Yeah, we have to.
That
because
was
you
nice.
want to know why?
You're going to be blessed.
Exactly. So I'm not worrying about it.
That's
and
nice.
she, no. You know, I don't know you like that. And I'm like, yo, I ain't asking for your hand in marriage. I ain't asking you to come to my crib or go on a date with me. I'm just trying to help you out. Because you're in a time of need and just, you know, let me do what I do. She said, well, okay, it's so nice. I'm going to pay you back. I'm like, I don't plan on seeing you again. And if I do see you again, you better not go in your pocket because I'm not going to take it.
Oh, wow.
For real.
That's awesome. And you know, you want to have that's beautiful you have a good heart like that, but it's just so many people out there that take advantage of individuals. Like
that's where karma comes into play.
Yeah. And that's nice. That's nice.
That's it.
I can see myself doing it. I don't know about no $58. Damn, I came to the store just to get a loaf of bread. Now I got to put out $58.
Yeah, well, I came to the store to get a dollar loaf of bread. I'm $50 now.
But I can say, I've done, you know, things like that. It wasn't $58. Like, I feed the homeless. Like, if they standing outside, I don't give them money because, I don't know, you could be taking that for drugs or something. But if you are really hungry, then you'll take the food. And so if they standing outside and they asking for money, I'll be like, no, I'm not giving you money. You want something to eat? Though. Yeah. And I used to give them hot coffee, but because the mental health, the mental illness is so bad, I don't give them anything hot because I'm afraid, hey, they might use that to throw it in my face. I don't know their status, but you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, you don't do coffee on me. I don't got 3rd-degree burns, but what I'll do is I'll get them something to eat and maybe something cold to drink, like water or something like that, or orange juice. But it is good to have a good heart like that. That's wonderful that you did that. I guess people.
The reason why
that was awesome.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead. That was awesome.
Because the reason why is because I never really believed in karma until it happened to me. Until she came for her receipt. Seriously. And I mean down to a T. Everything that happened in my life that was negative, I did to somebody at one point.
Wow.
And it happens when you at a good point in your life.
I'm trying to tell you.
Your life together. You trying to turn over a new leaf. And then karma's like knocking at the door like, oh, buddy, I got my receipt. You remember what you did back in 2008?
1862?
You feel me? Exactly. It's time to pay.
You remember when Moses crossed the Red Sea? You don't remember what you did? Yes. Karma,
it's time to pay.
honey,
And
it doesn't know. You don't know if it's weeks, days, months, years. Karma coming back. It's coming back.
2022 was a testament of that.
Mm.
Breezy, I'm telling you,
Mm.
2022 by far was one of the worst years I've ever had in my life.
Oh, wow.
Loss after loss after loss after loss after loss. Mental loss, emotional loss, physical loss.
Oh,
Okay, I lost 4 family members in 2022, months apart.
Oh, wow. I'm so sorry to hear that.
You understand? I done lost everything. And at first, I was like, oh, why did this happen to me? You know,
Right.
what the F? What the F? Why is this happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? And then one day I just sat down and everything just, like a tsunami just hit me. Boom. Yeah. I started thinking, well, you did do this back in, this time, you did do that. And then after everything, ceased out of my brain, I said, okay, God, I'm going to remain humble. I'm still going to praise you and still say thank you. And that's what I did. So for all I know, are my good fortunes coming? It's a possibility. Is my karma still, going to be negative? It's a possibility, but I'm not going to fold because now I understand you reap what you sow.
Reap what you sow. Mama used to say it all the time.
Yep.
You will reap what you sow.
So, that exactly.
Be careful what you plant.
And that's just how it be. And it's like, that's why I said to myself at that moment, you know what? Let me just do this because I felt like I wanted to do it. I felt like I wanted to do it. It wasn't that, I feel bad for her or whatever. I wanted to do it. Because you know why? We got to get in the habit of helping each other when we can. So many people don't do that. And then wonder why they have bad misfortunes. Because it says in the Bible, you're supposed to pay it forward. Treat others like you want to be treated. I mean, don't quote me exactly, but I know it's along those lines. It's in the Bible.
Yes.
And people don't follow that creed. And then they wonder why their life is in shambles. Because look how you're treating other people.
That's right.
That's why you're being treated a certain way. Because you treat, people like crap. You're going to get treated like crap. That's just the way the universe works. The universe is based on energy and what you put out there in the universe. If you put negative energy in the universe, in the stratosphere, that's what you're going to get back in return.
But check this out. They say hurt people hurt people. What you think about that? It's like a cycle. It's like a cycle.
That's a fact. And why? But I mean, I can't say why because I was doing that. Because I was hurt and I hurted people. It's funny you say that. It's like me and your brains are synchronizing right now.
I'm trying to tell you. You feel that electricity? You don't hear it?
I feel it.
Coming through.
Because that's the truth. Hurt people hurt people.
Hurt people. Yes.
I devoted a nice portion of my life to hurting people. And that may be messed up to say, but, I want to keep it real because I want my story to be a testament to anybody that's listening that is questioning change. I focused my life on hurting people because I was hurt. Wow. However I was feeling, how low I was feeling, I would do whatever in my power to make that person feel the same way as me. And 9 times out of 10, they ain't even do nothing to me. And if they did do something to me, they ain't do it to the point where I take it to that severity. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's just facts. And like now I get that. Now I understand that. So only thing you can do is lick your wounds, learn from your mistakes, don't repeat it, and move forward.
But people don't.
Crazy.
People
Why?
don't.
I want to know your opinion.
People bring their hurt and pain and pass it bring it on others. That's why I encourage therapy.
Mm-hmm.
I encourage therapy because a lot of times we think that we can fix ourselves. Or we'll get in relationships and want people to fix us. I am not here to fix you. I am here to make you happier. But before I make you happier, you need to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be happy. We're gonna take that Y off of happy and put IER. When I come.
Happier
when I come.
Yo,
see,
crazy.
I want you to be happy first. So when I step up with you and I'm here for you, we're going to remove that Y. And I'm going to replace it with IER. What you want, Meek?
Ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you have that copy, like write it or copywritten anything? Because I'm stealing that. I'm stealing that.
Why you gotta take
I'm
my
letting
quotes,
you
son?
know.
Why you gotta take my quotes, son? I'm
stealing
going to
that
my lawyers on
again.
Monday, and so if you steal it, you have to pay me every time you use it.
Yo,
That's me, son.
I don't think they heard you, Preezy. Repeat yourself for the people in the
Papa,
back. That didn't hear
listen.
you.
You have got to be happy first. And when that person that comes into your life wants to be with you, they are to remove that Y from the word happy and replace it with I-E-R. Because their job is to make you happier.
Mm-hmm.
Not to make you happy. You got to come happy already. But I'm coming with the I-E-R. You ready? Listen, I am still a woman that's learning. I am a woman that is learning, and I still need to be taught things. But what I know, I will share it. But if you don't have that person that is on the same level and balance with you, it's hard to bring that I-E-R. It's hard. You can't bring it to them. You got to make sure that you bringing that I-E-R to the right person. Because like I said, some people want you to make them happy. I cannot make you happy. I can't. Because you know what? No matter what I do, you will never be satisfied. I can be rich and give you 12 islands. You'll be angry still because you want 13. I can buy you the most expensive car. I love Mercedes. I got one. So I'm a fan of Mercedes. I can give you that. You still won't be happy. I can give you all the love what's inside me. You will still not be happy. So it's all about you. Because when you're happy and you got another person that's happy, I'll be making up all kind of words. We'll be happinessism. Because we're gonna Meek. Listen. Relationships require 100%. Friendships require 100%. Anything that you taking care of requires 100%. Your house, your car. You shouldn't slack nothing that's taking care of you or making you happy. So it's hard when it comes to relationships and just dealing with people alone. It's hard to be a human. Because we have so many responsibilities and so many things on our plate we got to take care of. So now here you come with your baggage. So now not only do I have to take care of my stuff, but I got to take care of your stuff too? No. Let's go get counseling. If you have someone that you're willing to spend the rest of your life with or just be with, let's go get counseling so that whatever I'm doing wrong, we could talk about it. Whatever you doing wrong, we could talk about it. It's all about communication, like you said in your bio. It's all about communication. I don't want somebody saying, whatever, I don't want to talk. Not right now. I'm good. Those are terrible words. You should never use those words. Whatever, forget it. Not right now. No. It shouldn't come out of your mouth for nothing. You shouldn't say it to your children. You shouldn't say it to your friends. You shouldn't say it to your lover or husband or wife. You shouldn't say those words. Don't get me wrong. We human. We make mistakes. But guess what? If this is somebody that you really care for, you work hard at it. You got your job, right?
Exactly.
You don't want to lose your job, right? So you're going to work to the best of your ability to keep that job. Why you can't do that for me?
Yo.
Why you can't take care of me? Like, why you can't do nice things with me and spend time with me and communicate with me like you communicate with them people at the job or you communicate with your bosses or whatever? You need that job, right? So you don't need me? You don't want me in your life? I'm just saying, I just think that people just are so selfish. They're selfish. I don't know. I know you're supposed to be talking on the show. Now I'll let you talk.
No.
Because I think, you know what? Because relationships are hard. And I'd rather not be in one if I'm not going to get the same thing I give. I'd rather stay to myself until God send me someone that, and you're not going to always be on the same level, because sometimes, what Michelle Obama said, sometimes it's 70-30, sometimes it's 60-40. It can happen. We're human. We're imperfect. But you have got to give that 100. You got to work towards yourself and your relationship. You got to work hard. You got to work hard. If that person means something to you, you got to fight. Even Rocky didn't give up.
That's what I'm saying.
His eyes was closed. His eyes was closed. He still was looking for Adrian. Adrian! He didn't give up. He didn't give up. He fought. He got his butt beat. And then if that's what it takes to be in a relationship or friendship or whatever goals you want in life, you fight. You got to keep fighting. You know? So I'm proud of you. You know, you went through your thing and you say, hey, enough is enough. I'm gonna get myself together. You going to school. That's what's up. That's, you know, it's nice to see a young man realizing, hey, it's time to focus on me. And believe it or not, that's self-love, Meek.
Yeah, and I struggle with that. You know, that's another thing I wanted to, speak about self-love. Like when I mean Br3ad, I suffered and struggled with the lack of self-love my whole life. I mean, some people call it the single child syndrome. You know, like I was the only child, so I would do any and everything to have people around me because I didn't want to be alone. So I really never knew. Yeah, so I never really knew what self-love was. Like, you would ask me, yo, Meek, what makes you happy? You know what I would say? Making other people happy.
Oh, wow.
Even still to this day, I say that. Still to this day, at 35 years old, you was to ask me that question right now, and I would tell you, Br3ad, seeing other people happy. Because I don't know what self-love is. I don't know what me being happy is. Which, may be sad to admit, but like I said, I'm trying to be unfiltered, and I'm trying to be real, so somebody that's hearing this could be like, okay, I'm not the only one. You feel me?
Yes.
And it's like now I'm starting to learn what that is. Like congratulating myself, every time I do something. Like I've been in school right now, going on 2 months, and all of my, things I had to do, my essays, my courses and everything, I got straight A's.
Oh wow,
So,
good for you.
yes, I have all A's. This is my 9th A that I got because this is my 9th project I had to do since I started. And I got nothing but A's.
You cute and smart. Oh, ladies. Yes, I'm gonna give y'all I'm gonna put his email in the bio.
Where I'm gonna put it in the bio.
But yeah, you gonna have ladies flooding your podcast.
But it's the truth, and then that's what really made me see, what self-love was about.
Yes.
Seeing me putting in that work and me being happy about it. And even though it may be something small to somebody else because, they're not at that certain point in their life, but it's important to me. And that was what really opened my eyes as far as the whole self-love thing, being happy because I did something for me and not doing something for somebody else to benefit off of.
When I learned self-love, take a guess of the age of when.
Well, I mean, you're young. You're only 30, so I would say.
No, honey. Oh, big hugs and kisses sent to you. No
okay,
way.
if I was to guess, I would say. You see, I really can't answer that question because I don't want people knowing your age.
No, I'm proud of my age.
Okay, because some women are like, oh, don't tell nobody my age.
No, I'm proud to be living. I don't care.
Okay, so that's because the reason why, because that's how my mother was. So I mean, respect I have for women, But anyway, I
appreciate that.
42.
Well, more kisses to you. No, I am 52, and I didn't learn self-love until my mother died. And my mother
She
died.
recently just passed away.
My mother died when I was 49. And that's when I realized, when I woke up, and I realized that I got to get myself together. Because I was a person who was a giver and always want to make sure everybody's happy, going out my way for everyone, doing everything I can to please everyone. But I wasn't pleasing myself. And my main priority was my mom. She was my best friend. And when I lost her, when she went in that ground, and my first name is Tanya died. I was lost. So there is, although that is my name, that old Tanya is gone. And I didn't realize that till I was 49, that I was lost. Because I'm the baby out of 5. I never left my mom. I stayed with my mom. I made a promise to my dad that I would never leave my mother because he died when I was 12. And
I know what you're telling me, yeah.
And at his casket, I said I would never leave mommy. And even though me and my mom had our little disagreements, and I'm leaving, I would pack all my stuff. I'm out of here, man. I'd come back the next day. Mom, the world is rough.
Yo, I like how you put that. Mom, the world is rough.
I've been thinking. Can we talk? And and my mother used to say, get your ass in this house and go sit down somewhere and put all them 7 suitcases back. Because when I packed, I was out. I'm like, I'm gone. Had one dog in his hand, I was out of here. I was like, I'm taking my dog too. And I realized that me and my mom's, my mother was, our family we're very tight. And so my mother didn't show favoritism to nobody. She loved all of us the same. But I'm the baby, and I stayed here. So our communication was a little bit stronger. You could understand that. I'm seeing this woman every single day. We go out together. We were like peanut butter and jelly. When that woman left me, because I always felt like the umbilical cord never was cut. When she left, I woke up. I grew up at 49. And I said, she's gone. I'm lost. And I had to find myself. And I had to get myself together. I had to get therapists, psychiatrists, and I am not ashamed. And I needed to talk. Because people you thought would be around, they were not. And so that was an eye-opener for me. And I'm still lost. Don't get me wrong, because it's a process. Grieving is a process. But I learned a lot. And I'm telling you, I learned at 49. So don't be ashamed that you saying 32. I was 49. So what is that? 3 years? From 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can I object real quick?
Yes.
I wouldn't say that you had to grow up. You elevated because you had a steady job. You had a career. You had a career.
Okay.
That you retired from.
Okay.
You had your car. You had your own crib. So to me, in my eyes, I don't see no area where you need to grow up.
Okay.
Now, elevating is a different story.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Okay, elevated. Because, I kept things in order. And when I retired, it's like things happen for a reason. I don't know. As soon as I retired, that next month, my mother was diagnosed with heart disease. And so my life was focused on her for 3 years. For 3 years straight. Even though she had a home attendant and all that, it was me. I still went to the doctors with her. I stayed almost 8-9 hours on her visits and stuff. And unfortunately, she went to a rehab and she caught COVID. So it was difficult. Yeah, it was very difficult. And I try to encourage people to go to therapy. Don't be afraid. Don't listen to people saying, oh, you're going to be all right. Don't worry about it. Honey, you don't ever get over losing your parents. You may cope. You will never get over losing a parent, especially if you were close to them. And so I just, with my therapist, I do my lessons and I do little homeworks that she give me, and I meditate, and because I don't want to take my frustration out on anyone. So I have my me time, which I always recommend people to do. Don't feel that you always need somebody there, because that's basically self-love. You have to learn to do things by yourself and build up your self-esteem. Because...
What? You meditate?
Yes, I meditate. And there's a meditation thing on YouTube. If you listen, I had a problem of sleeping. And so I have to play that, and I let the lady talk. And she just be so nice. Now relax your body.
I know, right?
Place your hands on your chest. And don't think about today. So I'm telling you, before I know, I'll be like, I'll be out.
Relax your body.
Yes, relax your body. Keep your shoulders straight. So listen, and I got injured in my previous job. And so sometimes, I have to go to therapy and stuff like that. And you got to go to treat yourself sometime. Go to the massage, get a massage, go to a spa. Dude. If you don't put yourself first, nobody else will. And I had to learn that. I had to learn it. No, it's about me today. Oh, can you do this? No. I had to learn to say no. I am going to therapy. I am going to try to take a walk. I am going to sit at the park on the bench and watch the birds. This old man feed all the birds with a whole loaf of bread that he took from his house. I'm going to relax and do Br3ad. You have to do that. Self-love.
Exactly. It goes a long way. But
Absolutely.
I want to ask you a question. Like, how is your journey as far as meditating goes? Because, I'm into meditating myself, and I also do chakra healing and stuff. But it's like, I don't do it as much as I should. So how are you as far as your meditation journey goes? Like, do you think it's helping you, or do you think it's like, I don't need to do it, stuff like that?
Nah, it works. Me and Giggles, when I was going, like, if I'm having a bad day, like, if I'm thinking about my parents and I am just snots and boogers all day, I'll call Giggles and I'm like, Gig, can we do meditation? She'll be like, absolutely, girl, because I had a bad day too. And what we'll do is we'll put it on. One of us will put it on and we'll play it and we'll listen to it. And it just relaxes us. And, we're able to just calm down. It's like a woosah. And if she's not able to do it, I do it myself. And we'll play it, and I'll always ask, you okay now? She's like, yo, Br3ad, I'm good, because it's things in life that just, you don't want to yell, you don't want to scream all the time, but you need to just calm that brain down a little bit, because some things could just be overwhelming, and, just dealing with grief alone and losing a parent and losing anything in life. Just watching the news alone can depress you. I try not to watch it, but if you're on your phone and Instagram, stuff pops up and you be like, oh my God, like the poor people in Syria, earthquakes and stuff like that. And it's just sad. And so sometimes you need something to just take your mind away. Like, you remember the commercial? I don't know if you remember. Calgon, take me away. You need something to just relax your mind. And I encourage people to go ahead and go get a massage. Just lay there, because the Asians, they play that nice ding 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 ding.
That's a fact.
Ding 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 ding. And it's relaxing, like you in another. I go to another place. I blank everything. I block everything out, and I just sit back and relax. And you got to take care of you.
So, I got another question for you. This how it be with you and Giggles, right? Should be like, yo, girl, when you come over, make sure you put on your favorite pair of Timbs. Y'all sit down together, y'all meditate. It should be like, yo,
Can't wait to see here this.
I usually don't let people wear this fitted, but since you going through it right now, girl, it's my favorite fitted. I'm meditating this fitted all the time.
Oh, she gonna get you.
I don't want no creases or no nothing. When you finish, give it back.
It's nice to, I'm telling you, it's nice. Gig has been, and I don't have too many friends, I keep my circle small. I keep it small. The two, besides my sister's my best friend. She's a splitting image of my mother. I think sometimes she just be trying to be my mother sometimes because, she's a little older than me, but she's wise and intelligent and smart. But, she babies me. She really does. And I just feel like, dang, mommy is in her. Like, it's just amazing. And she's my true best friend. That is my true best friend. I love her. My sister acts younger than me. I'm the old fogey. My sister's like, yo, let's go to the plays. Last week we went to Broadway plays. We did so many things together. I mean, that had to be one of the best days with my sister.
It's a long time that you had.
Yeah. With my sister. And, she looks like my mom. And I don't know what I would do without my sister. I don't know. I have my brothers, but they doing their own thing with their wives and stuff like that. And my sister's married, but my sister it's nothing like a sister love though. And she has more. Man, my sister tell you like, yo, Meek, come on, let's go. What you doing? Let's hit the city. And I be like, oh, my back. But, my back. But I got two great friends in my life, and I'm happy. One is in Delaware, and one is Giggles. And I'm telling you, it's good to have people in your corner. It's good. It's good to have people in your corner because, boy, I was lost. And that's why I encourage people, please get therapy. I don't care. I think everybody in the world needs a therapist. Everybody in the world needs a therapist. Everybody. It's nothing wrong. Talk, vent, get things off your chest. Some people have secrets that they can never tell anyone. You can't always go to your family and friends. You can't. Next Billy Bob in South Carolina. Girl, he come up there. Girl, I heard you done. What you done did? What you done did? Oh, Lord, your Aunt Susie cool. Yeah, what you done did? Your Aunt Susie done called me from the Bronx. Told me what. No, there's certain people you just can't talk to. So why not talk to a therapist who knows nothing about you?
You stupid. I'm laughing. What you done did?
What you done did? On down there, up in New York. We don't heard a lot of things about you. Who told you that? Oh, I can't tell you that. Aunt Bessie.
He can't tell you words.
He already did. Well, I can't tell you that, but your Aunt Bessie did. So it's like, who do you talk to? Who can you trust? So go to a therapist and get all your stuff out, all your frustration. My therapist used to say, I have a gym in my backyard. I have a big, huge jet, and it's a gym. And punch the bag, punch it, break a plate, do anything. Get that frustration out, because you angry. You angry your mother passed away. You're angry at everybody, and do that. And I tell people, I'm telling you, let it out, because we tend to take our frustration out. Who? The person that's closest to us.
Closest to it, exactly.
That's not fair. It's not fair. They don't deserve that.
They don't. That's 100% fact.
So that's why I encourage therapy. I got some questions for you.
Oh, let's go, baby.
What do you think is the most important element in maintaining a good relationship?
The most important element? Well, there's so many, but
yes.
I want to talk about on a personal standpoint, like I said earlier, communication, man. That is so important. Communication, because, like, for example, right? You're in a relationship. Your girl had a bad day at work. She giving you attitude. You had a bad day at work. You giving her attitude. Y'all arguing until one of y'all says, "What are we arguing about? What's wrong?" "Oh, because I had a bad day at work, and oh, you did with me too. I had a bad day at work. Blah 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 blah." And now look, the problem is solved because y'all both decided to open your mouth and just speak and say what was wrong. That's why I say communication goes a long way in your relationships, in your personal life with your children, with your family, with work. Communication goes so far but gets little notoriety.
Yes. Yep. I like that.
Exactly.
I like that. What is the number one thing you look for in a partner?
Wow. You trying to get nitty gritty.
Well, if you want to pass, I understand.
No, we ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. Because, like I said, this is Meek. And I want, people to know who Meek is on your show, so I gotta be here. Repeat that question one more time. I just want to make sure I let it marinate in my brain properly.
You ready?
Yeah.
What is the number one thing you look for in a partner?
Well, a lot of men are probably going to be like, "Why would you say that?" But a lot of men need a backbone.
Okay.
And before the men hear this, they're like, "Oh, what you talking about me? I don't need a backbone." We all need a backbone because we may be physically strong, but a lot of us are mentally and emotionally weak. And that's where the woman comes into the play of being the backbone, being the moral and the mental support. So when our physical energy is depleting, our woman would give us that mental and emotional, energy for us to be ourselves. So in my eyes, that means a woman is your backbone. I'm not talking about a physical backbone. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just talking about a backbone in general. And the same way it goes for a woman. But I just feel backbones. Having somebody's back, to me, plays a major part in a relationship. Because if you make a person feel like they can come to you in times of need or duress, or if you make them feel like you'll be there for them, being non-judgmental, that person will open up to you. Well, it's supposed to, because it doesn't really happen that way sometimes. It's supposed to open up to you and do whatever they have to do to keep that positive energy going. So, there it is. I had to get my Denzel Washington on real quick.
Wow. Preach, Brother Meek. He'll be here next Sunday, 9 a.m. Be there. Yeah.
Be here.
Yes. And, the woman was made from the man's rib. God did take the rib from the man and made the woman. So there you go.
Exactly.
Extra sauce. Took that rib, throw a little barbecue sauce on it, and made us. I'm trying to tell you. We here for a reason. Exactly. We might have messed up in the garden. We might have messed up in the garden with the fruit, but things happen.
That's what I'm saying. Keep them coming, baby. I love these questions.
All right. Question number 3. What is the best advice you can give to a teenager girl or boy? I'm switching it up now.
Okay. If you got problems, speak on it. Don't hold it in. Speak to your parents. Your parents don't listen, speak to your grandma and your grandpa, because grandma and grandpa are always going to listen. Period.
Just make sure the hearing aids in, though.
Yeah, you put them hearing aids in. Make sure
watch his head.
Battery. Like, what?
What?
What you say?
You need the what?
But speak on it. Because so many kids in this day and age are afraid to speak because they're afraid of being judged.
Right.
Case in point, me. I was afraid to speak on my pain and my transgressions
Right.
because I was afraid I was going to be made fun of. So my advice, speak. If you're feeling something, speak.
Yes.
I tell my daughter that all the time and she's 5 years old.
Wow.
Speak. Whatever's on your mind,
Yes.
speak to me.
Speak
Daddy.
to me. Isn't that a song?
I think so, yeah.
To me. Yeah.
But you keep serenading me though. I like it. Yeah, keep going.
I can't sing. I'm up here sound like Barry White.
Speak to me.
My last, my everything. You play too much. Okay, so I don't know if you want to answer this one, but what is a mistake you've made in a relationship in the past that you don't want to repeat?
Oh man, I've done so much messed up stuff, but
Yeah.
oh man. Ooh-wee.
I don't want. Do I have to sing a Tina Turner song? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Nah. Okay, I'm trying to.
You wasn't no Ike or nothing, right?
Relationship. No. I
All
wasn't
right.
like that.
Rolling on the river. Did you just burp?
No, that was my lip, like that.
That's all right. I was gonna keep it. I ain't taking nothing out.
I would say ignoring people's feelings.
Oh, okay. I thought you was gonna say cheating.
Because, I mean, yeah, I did that too. But,
I'm sure you did
I
it,
wanna,
Mr. Man.
yeah, yeah, so, but, ignoring people's feelings because, like we was talking about earlier, hurt people hurt people.
Hurt people hurt people. Yep.
So it's like, I was doing that, not realizing, like, it was a pain within me that I should have fixed before I decided to be in a relationship. And for that, I wish I would have not done because I've heard a lot of people, a lot of good women that I had in my life that were willing to do anything for me. I hurt them. Like I even had one girl told me she hates me.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, wow, that's harsh. And she said to me, because I had a good man that I had a child with, that I could have married him and I could have became a wife. But because you messed my head up so much, I pushed him away.
Oh, wow.
That's what she said to me. That's why she said she's not going to hate me for the rest of her life. She'll learn to forgive, eventually. But as of right now, she hates me. She told me that straight up.
Wow. How that made you feel?
I felt like crap.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wow, I really did that. Like, and it was deep because I felt the conviction, the emotion in her voice when she was saying this to me. Like she really loved me and I neglected her emotions and her feelings. And now she broke up with a good man she had and she told me he was a good man. He did everything for me. But because I was so scared because of what I went through with you, traumatizing me, I let a good man go. And now he's moved on and he's married.
Wow. Well, you don't think that with therapy, you guys can try to make it work?
Oh, no. She, me and her, we just, that was my ex from a long time ago.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, and there wasn't nobody I'm with right now. But yeah, so, yeah. And that right there made me,
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And that right there made me realize the error of my ways. Like, that was, like, what opened the lock, unlocked the door for me, metaphorically speaking, of realizing my own, SHIT.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what, like, opened the door for me, made me realize, like, yo, you hurt these people. You know what I'm saying? You change people's lives in a negative way. So that's when I started realizing, like, if karma does come my way, I understand why it is.
Right.
Because it's not like I stole candy from a store. Like, I changed people's lives in a negative manner because I was hurt.
Right. Right.
And I pray every day it doesn't happen to my daughters.
Right. You have 2 daughters.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Do you want a son?
So, I mean, yeah, but I don't really see it in the stars for me.
Okay. Well, don't say that.
I really, I mean, it can happen, but I don't know. I mean, it's God's will. Let's just leave it at that.
Right.
What
God
I
bless
love.
your 2 daughters. God bless them.
And it's like, who said it? Nas said it the best. He said, the foulest dudes and the cruelest heartbreakers in the world, God gets them back by making them have precious little girls.
Oh, that's nice.
Nas said that in a song that he made called Daughters. Nas said that. And I was like, yo.
Wow, that's awesome.
That is crazy. Because what I mean, I was the epitome of a womanizer. Like, if you look up womanizer in the dictionary, you will see Meek's face.
Oh, Lord. I'm taking my phone
Because I
number
was a
back.
playboy.
Give me my phone number back.
Give me my phone number back, dude. I don't want you calling me. And it's like the saying goes, when you're doing the right thing, the wrong thing, and it's easy, is because the devil is at work.
Mm-hmm.
When you're doing the right thing and it's hard for you, because God is at work.
Yes.
Because I was a playboy living life, drinking and doing this, having fornication with girls, having a good old grand time. Until I decided to grow up, and that's when everything, like a ton of bricks, boom, 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 boom,
Wow.
started falling on me.
Wow.
And I realized that wasn't God allowing me to hurt these women, allowing me to hurt all these people. That was the devil giving me what I want so he can suck me into his lair and I can be one of his, conduits on earth, spreading that negative energy. And I realized that.
Wow.
But yeah, I like to get deep when I talk about stuff like this, because it's like people could just read off a cue card. Yeah, my name is Meek and I'm 35. I live here and I love my life and everything is so good, and I don't do that. I like to speak from the heart. I like to speak with conviction, so when you listen, you feel what I'm saying.
That's what's up. Yeah, I like original. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Do you think therapy
That's
is
why I wanted
important?
to be on this show.
Oh, yeah, we keeps it real here, baby. All I just ask, people slip up here and there but just, there's so many other vocabulary. There's so many other words in the vocabulary we can use besides the bad words. I call them, I call them boom boom. What's what I call it? I forgot what I call it. Something with a B. But they bad words. And we human. I slip up too. I ain't gonna lie. I slip up. But I try not to, because, I don't know who's listening. And I hope that it's positive people listening. And I want my podcast where you can have your child listening, because I'm going to speak positive things, something to motivate you. And if that's going to help them, then hey, let them listen, And it's a good thing, because I'm starting to get 18-year-olds now. So that's a beautiful thing. I'm happy. Yeah. So, do you think therapy is important?
That is one of the most important and crucial things you need to incorporate in your life. Because I'm telling you, Crazy, if I would have just had therapy from an early age to I'm not going to say cure, but to somewhat suppress enough for me to not let it affect me. You understand?
Right.
If I would have had a therapist that was able to do that with me, I wouldn't be where I'm at in my life right now. I would be 10 times better. But I never had the opportunity to have therapy. So that right there is very important. I'm not even just talking about in relationships with yourself personally, because we all have our own demons that we don't know how to fight on our own.
Right.
And sometimes we need help from a professional.
Yes.
It's not that you crazy, you cuckoo, you retarded. It's just you're going through some things and you need some answers that possibly, you know, you can get through therapy, whether it may be a counselor or whether it may be spiritual therapy. But therapy is needed.
Yes.
Period.
Absolutely.
It's needed.
It's definitely needed.
So I encourage everybody, get a therapist.
Yes.
GET a therapist.
You gonna use that? You gonna use that on your podcast? You gonna be stealing a lot of stuff.
I'm stealing mad stuff from you. I done wrote it down already. It's over. So don't be surprised. You
Nah,
be
boy,
like
I
your
done
Meek
took my quote. Nah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
You gonna be like your Meek, like, yo, I was watching your podcast, bro. Like, yo, wasn't we talking about that?
Yo,
in our
bro, you
podcast?
getting a letter from Johnson & Johnson Corporation. I'm not playing with you.
You know,
It's
be
all
like,
good.
so?
I have so many quotes. I want to do a poetry thing. Because I have so much poetry. I used to write a lot of poetry. And I wrote something, a poem too, from, working at Rikers. I wrote so many things. And I want to get them copywritten first. Because if I say it on my podcast, somebody can take it and write it down. And I actually wrote a song for the post office, and I'm getting that copywritten as well. They use my song. My sister has a network. She's part of it. She works for the post office, and they have a network. And I'm gonna have them on my show too. But I wrote a song for them, and every time they go away, they sing the song or whatever. So I'm gonna get a copywritten. Yeah.
Nice.
So I got little skills. I mean, one of my brothers, he used to play music. He was I'm not gonna say he was a DJ, but he used to play at parties, and he taught me a lot of things. I was a tomboy, and I learned a lot of things. I didn't want to just go outside and just be playing double dutch. I wanted to learn different things. I wanted to learn fun stuff. And he used to play music, and I'd be like, Chris, how are you combining? And I was like 9. How are you combining this song with that song, and they're matching? He was mixing, and he says, "Watch me." And he today is all computerized. They got the laptop, but back in the days, it was just two turntables, a mixer, and a mic.
Exactly.
And your speakers and your crates. And when I saw what he did, I practiced every single day till I taught myself how to mix. The only thing I didn't know how to do was scratch. I could not master that.
Yes, you do. When you got an itch, you scratch. So what are you talking about?
That's about it. I'll scratch my butt in a minute. But I could not scratch that record. And I said, okay, well, I'll just be a corny DJ who doesn't scratch. I just mix. But I bought my own equipment, and I used to play, but it was costly because you had to go downtown Brooklyn, get the records. You had to get the the low key records, that only the DJs had. And I just got into other things. I started working, and I was like, oh, I don't have time for music. And I sold actually, I didn't sell it. I gave it away. And I gave all my equipment away.
What?
Yes, I gave all my stuff away, because when you do things like that, you got to really focus on it and love. And you got to, when the game changes, like, look, the game changed. Everybody's using laptops. They're not even using records anymore.
Nah,
You'll be lucky if you see a DJ that is still playing records. Everybody's on his computer. Like, they letting the computer. I'm not saying that the DJs are not good, but the computer's helping you to mix that record. Instead of you doing it old school where you blending it in yourself. But I mean, shout out to all the DJs. I love them. Especially shout out to so many DJs I know. I can't even think. I don't want to mess up. I'll make a shout out later on. But I learned that, and I learned how to write poetry when I was in the 4th grade. And my teacher encouraged me to stay with it. She says, "You are excellent." But my problem was, I didn't have self-love. Because every time I started something, I was like, I don't want to do it. And like, forget it. Nobody's going to pay attention to me. Nobody's going to care about my poetry. And I just put them in the book, and they're in my cabinet. So now, one of the podcasters, her name is CL, she does poetry night. And I said, you know what? One night I'm going to go on there. But then I said, why not start a poetry thing on my show? So I might start it. I might start it because I have some stuff that's nice. It's nice. But I got to get it copywritten because somebody can hear me say it and they can write it down, and then next it's theirs. So getting it copywritten is very important.
Times, man,
yeah.
So I know.
Yes, you got to get your stuff copywritten and stuff like that. I got 3 more questions for you, then we're going to end this because we'll be talking all night.
That's what I'm beginning to say. I'm all for it, baby. I'm all for it, man. I love a flowing conversation.
Oh yeah, this is awesome. This is probably gonna be one of my best. I'm keeping it real. I ain't trying to gas your head up or nothing because you probably already gassed up.
It's too late.
Gas face. This will probably be one of my best episodes because it's real. Like, and all my guests are real. I love all my guests, but I just think this is probably gonna be at the top.
I appreciate that.
I appreciate you.
I gotta be real. Be real, man.
Yes, I love it.
Like, I don't like that fabricated, pre-programmed, choreographed answers. Like, we ain't here for that. This is real. Yeah,
I've had a lot of great guests though. Oh my God, my guests are just awesome, and I'm so happy. Like, I can't. You know what? They're all great. They're just absolutely all great, and everybody just they keep it real, and I that's why I love this. I think this is just meant for me. I just wish mommy was here, because I think my mom, she would have been on this show. You still on there?
Okay.
Come on, I'm recording. Who you talking to? I don't see nobody.
He said, who you talking to?
Yeah, who you talking to? Who there? You got a boy in there? Mom, please.
Who there?
Yeah. My mother was a comedian. Like,
who there?
my mother was hilarious. Like, I don't even think when my friends came over, I don't even think they came over for me. They came over for my mother. Because she was hilarious. She was a comedian. She could do stand up. That's how funny she was. I don't know. She was blessed with the cooking. She knew how to dress. She was just awesome. But anyway, because I could talk all night about my mother. Do you think...
Can I ask you a quick question? Real
yes.
Quick? Where did your mother go? You don't think she lives in you every day?
Yeah.
You don't think she watches over you every day?
I look exactly... I look just like her.
There you go. So where did she go? She ain't going nowhere, Br3ak. She's with you right now.
Yeah.
She's probably talking through you. You don't even realize it. Can I guarantee you'll hang up from this podcast, this interview that you just did, and you'll be like, yo, where did that come from? You know where it came from? It came from mama. She ain't going nowhere.
True that. Once again, thank you, Brother Meek. He'll be here on Sunday, like I said, 9 a.m.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the greatest love of all's inside of Meek. Yeah.
There you go. Thank you.
Sexual chocolate.
Sexual chocolate. Give me a sexual chocolate.
Do you think there are still faithful people out here?
Because like I said, I want to be real. I mean, I think they do exist.
Yes.
But then
the percentage is low?
From being hurt so much, they're afraid to do that. That may not make sense, to some people, but it makes sense to me because a lot of people, instead of speaking on their problems, their personal transgression that they had before they're in a relationship, it leaks into the other relationship. So instead of fixing the problem, they would rather cheat so the person can have a reason to leave them. So they can say in their head, yeah, you see, I knew that person was an SHIT. Look what they did.
Right.
Because I've done that myself. Like, I've tried to do things to other people so they can react, so I can blame them and say it's their fault.
Well, I
So
don't
do they
understand. Why do
exist?
you have to cheat? Why can't you just work things out? And if it's not meant to be, leave. Why
Because
everybody
I'm
want to
gonna
try to
sound
have their
crazy,
cake and eat it too? Slice it up, wrap it up in
but
aluminum foil and put it in the refrigerator.
the thing is with me, it's like, and like I said, earlier in the conversation that we had, that I would do things to hurt people. So it's like, because in all actuality, I like the person too much, and I didn't know how to deal with all of those feelings and deal with myself personally. So I would do things. So me personally, I would intensify it. Okay, I'm doing this to you. I'm doing that to you. You're not getting it. You're still here. Okay, I would cheat. Every time I cheated on a woman, it wasn't I cheated because I wanted to be with that person. I cheated because I didn't know how to deal with my feelings as a man. So I try to do things to push you away.
Can a man ever be happy with one woman? Or it's just not?
Yeah. I mean, it takes a lot of mental growth, on a man's standpoint before they can. And I honestly feel like unguided men, not just saying black men, men in general,
Right.
they don't really find themselves until early to mid 30s.
Right.
Early to mid 30s. So any time frame before that, no. Because usually that's when, you get the epiphany of, yo, I'm 30, or yo, I'm 35, or yo, I'm about to be 40. Then that's when the unguided man decides to say to themselves, it's time for me to get it right.
Right.
So that's just how I think, in my opinion,
Right. And with your podcast, like, what made you start doing it? What made you start podcasting?
Well, I was doing it for about 3 years.
Oh,
And
awesome.
yeah, since 2020. I've been doing it for a while now, I should be somewhere further, but that's, because I'm just the biggest procrastinator on the planet Earth. But anyway, what really made me do it was, like I said, the communication thing. Like, pandemic, I wasn't working. Who was really working in the pandemic besides, people in the jails or people, nursing? And shout out to the people that was, working at the hospital and people in jails, because y'all really put your life on the line when it was at the peak of the pandemic. So shout out to y'all.
Yes.
And but for me, it was more in the sense of boredom. Like, I just was bored one day, and I said, let me just try. And then in the beginning, when I first started doing it, like, if anybody that follows me or wants to follow me, look at my earlier, podcast that I did. I had 12 people, 10 people live. And then that's when I realized, like, yo, this is, I'm really going somewhere with this, I mean, I may not be, getting the notoriety that, I want, because who doesn't want, immense notoriety, but it's just like, it was therapeutic for me, and I know the person that I was doing it with was enjoying it as well. So that's what really made me, get into it.
That's cool. So, what advice can you tell others that's, excuse me, that's starting out in podcasting? What advice can you give them?
Be real and be authentic. Don't try to follow the drink champs or the math hoffers or the Gilly the kids with the $1 million worth of games, the Mike Tysons. Like, don't base your podcast off what they're doing, because what they're doing for them can possibly not work for you. So just be yourself, even if you're not taking off at the pace you want to. But if you stay consistent and stay true to yourself, there's no telling where you can go. Because so many people try to be themselves, in life, podcasting, whatever, and it doesn't work. So they look at the other person that's doing something that's working for them, and they try to incorporate that in who they are, and they podcast declines, they life declines, you lose friends, you lose relationships. So be yourself. That's it, because there's somebody in the world that's going to like your genuine self and not the fabricated person you're trying to be in podcast.
Yes, indeed. Yes. So what's the future for Meek? Breaking Bread podcast. What is the future? What you looking to do?
for me personally, like I said, you know, I plan on graduating, getting my degree. My
Yes.
projection graduation date is 2027. So
Yeah.
I would like to take it a step further. Like, I would like to continue to do my podcasting, but I would like, you know, go in the neighborhoods, talking to the youth. That's where Meek wants to go with this, because Meek is not just doing this because he's bored. Even though it started out as me being bored, but it turned into a love of a craft that I have. So Meek plans on being a motivational speaker in the future. Not doing it for money, not doing it for fame, but doing it to help people, because children and some adults need help and don't know how to admit it. And I'm here to let you know you can admit it to me, because I'm not going to judge you.
Yes, a lot of adults. A lot of
He said, don't say a little, fool.
A
Say a
lot.
lot.
Yes, a lot. A lot of them are not, they don't got their stuff together. They may look like they do, just like social media. A lot of things look good. A lot of people look like they happy, but trust me, it's a show. So you can't always believe what you see, and a lot of people really don't have their stuff together. You know, they make it look good, but they don't. And kudos to those that do, for real, because it's not easy. You know, you gotta have a balance, you know, and put your priorities first. Getting Beyonce tickets is nice, but if you got a car note that's due and a light bill that's due, you're gonna have to watch Beyonce on YouTube. All you got to do is look at her old videos. She doing the same thing. She might have a different outfit on or something, but listen, people spending $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 on tickets.
You stupid.
Man, that money could be going to a college fund. Yes, go on YouTube. Well, I love me some Beyonce. Oh, I love me some Beyonce and Jay-Z. Love them to death. But guess what? I don't have money to spend on an entertainer like that. I don't have it. I would rather put that money into stocks, like Jay-Z does. He puts his stuff in stocks and he invests. Well, I do that. You know, I can always, you know, watch Beyonce video. Hey, I'm at the show. It's different. I didn't pay for it. I have my own, I'm watching her at a concert, but I'm in my house. You know, I don't want. Exactly. I'm in my house. I don't have $5,000 to drop. And you got people posting on Facebook. I got my tickets. They don't spend $2,000-$3,000 on tickets, but they ain't thinking about Con Edison or National Grid or that car note.
Word.
Or them eggs. Eggs is costing just the same amount as her concert. So you gotta
learn about that. That's how I was looking.
Listen, if you got the money, hey, go enjoy the show, go do your thing, but don't get the tickets to show it off that, hey, I'm going to a show for everybody else, and meanwhile you like, oh Lord, I don't know what I'm gonna eat next week. So people are out here. If you're a millionaire, hey, that's the difference. If you got money like that to spend, hey, go do it, enjoy yourself. But no. I don't think I like an entertainer that much. Well, I'm gonna spend $1,000 on some tickets. I'm not doing that. That I'm not.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. Those tickets are really expensive. And you're in a high section too. Like you're seat 328. You're literally you can touch the stars. That's how high your seats are. But
yeah, like they was talking about the up close seats was like $6,000.
Yeah, but just to be at this concert, people are paying it. No, I know what I could do with $6,000. I know I could do some. Yeah. I know what I could do with $6,000, and it ain't going to no show. So, but if you have the money like that, I mean, I don't want to put people down. Say, you know, if that's what they want to do it. But I just hope your priorities is right. You know, what are we teaching our kids? You know, that $6,000 can go in a savings account and for a rainy day, or do some work on your house. I don't know. People priorities is just crazy, but I was kind of shocked that the ticket sales were so high like that. I've seen Beyonce before. I seen her with Jay-Z, and it wasn't that expensive. So I don't know. This must be a special concert.
Yeah, she just won like 3 Grammys, so she's feeling herself.
Well, it was more than that. She has actually made, she broke a record for the most person to win. I'm so proud of her. I love Beyonce. I love her so much, and I definitely love Jay-Z. Shout out to him. Marcy Projects, so. But I ain't got the money like that, because Beyonce just got paid by Dubai. A lot of money. So I ain't got it like that. But I sure wish she was my cousin. What? They pay her millions to do a show in Dubai. And God bless her. She's an inspirational woman. I really could say. I'm so proud of her. I really am. I love her to death, but I can't see her. I'm going to tell everybody, I went to the show, but mine was on YouTube.
Mine was on YouTube, really?
Maybe I should have my own concert. Like, just have a concert on my podcast. And for those that didn't make Beyonce's concert, I'm throwing one and just play her music.
I tried doing that. Like on live. I was watching something on live. And like it was like pay-per-view and Facebook cut me off.
Oh yeah, because it's copywritten. You didn't get permission to do it. Yeah. You gotta be careful with that. 'Cause, like, even playing little music on the podcast and stuff, they can come at you for that because that's that artist music. That's why a lot of times when my music, I get my beats from these 2 DJs. Well, actually 3, and, their fee is not expensive, and I get, choose what I want, and I play the music. You got to be careful with that because, it's copywritten. That artist owns that, and it's like, oh, okay. You're not allowed to play it because you didn't get permission from them. So,
yeah.
So it's a catch.
I didn't know that because I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Me off. I'm like,
it's a catch-22. They'll give you a notice too. Like, hey.
They did. They told me like why they was doing what they were doing, yeah.
Yeah. So that happened to me one time. They was like, hey, you can't play that, you dummy.
Well, I got a quick question for you before we get out of here.
Yes.
For you, now I'm going to question you on your show. # Meek just stole Listen Up, Listen In. But, what, let me see, how can I put this? What made you come up with the name of Listen Up, Listen In?
Great question. So my first title was supposed to be Bring the Noise. Okay. And when I typed it in, 4.9 million had Bring the Noise. And so, yeah, so that's the thing. When you look up a name, you got to type it in and see how many people have it. You don't want to get a title that so many people have. So, one of my beautiful nieces, oh, I love her so much. She was helping me, and Giggles was helping me too. We kept thinking of names. I mean, I was coming up with all kind of stuff. And my niece actually came up. Shout out to Tamara Bomero in Maryland. She came up with Listen Up, Listen In.
Wow, really?
Nice. Yes. She came up with it. She came up with other things. So she says, how about Listen Up? And we looked up, people got to listen up. She said, what about Listen In? She said, Auntie, listen up, listen in. I typed it. The lawyer's from, nobody has it. Bam! There you go. Shout out to my niece, Listen Up, Listen In. She says, hey, they got to listen up, right? Well, how they going to listen up if they ain't listening? So that's how we came up with it. I was like, ow, ow. I had to do the Cardi B. Ow. So, yes. Yes. So, I love it. Listen Up, Listen In with Br3ad. So, that's how I got started. But I know we got to get off because it is Sunday afternoon. And we've been on here for days. I want you to tell everybody your email, your website, where they can find you. What's the name of your podcast so now they can go and check you out. So, let's start off with that.
All right. Well, my podcast is Breaking Up. I said Breaking Up. See, I'm about to say Breaking Up, Breaking In.
You copying me. Oh my God, you're gonna get a my lawyer.
My podcast is Breaking Bread. You know, the spelling is kind of crazy. So
Yes, it is.
It's the letter BR, the number 3, AKI. No, the I is exclamation point. N space BR, the number
Damn.
3.
Talk about different.
AD. But if you really want to, you know, get in contact with me, just look up Love Mr. Incredible on Facebook. And then that, you know, inbox me, and then I'll, you know, give you my link to my podcast, because I tell people, and they be like, yo, just send a link or something, man, because it's like,
yo, bro,
who's going to remember that?
BR, the number 3, AK, explanation point N, that is breaking. And then we have BR, the number 3, AT, that is bread. All right.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. You talk about different.
We did it. You remember when we did that show with Squalla, and I was saying that you was like, yo, who gonna remember that?
Yeah, I was like, what is that? It's breaking bread. It's like breaking letters, breaking numbers, like breaking bread. Shout out to Young Squalla. Shout out to Kendra.
Shout out to Squalla, Kendra.
Yes.
Shout out to
Tez. Yes. And you coming on that show tomorrow with Br3ad and Hostile Therapy too, right? Tomorrow?
Yeah, he told me at 7.
Yes, he's awesome. I really like this dude. I think he is so awesome. I love his show. I had a great interview with him too, so I don't know. Y'all both neck and neck. I don't know.
That's
cute
my combo too.
I don't know. Y'all cute too. I don't know. I don't know the truth. I don't know. I'm confused. Let me stop. But anyway, you're on YouTube, right?
Yes, I am. That is my YouTube. Yep, I'm only on YouTube, but thanks to Br3ad, I'm gonna, you know, try to mess with the Podbean and the Anchor and stuff.
You better get on Instagram too.
Yes, yeah, and it's funny because I had an Instagram, but it got hacked, and I just never decided to get a new one.
No,
I gotta get back on Instagram.
Yes, and you know another thing is Linktree. Get Linktree. It's free.
You telling me about that,
Listen, I'm gonna need some help with YouTube with you. I asked Br3ad too. He gave me some information because I'm gonna start doing videos once in a while. I'm gonna do StreamYard because then, you know, I gotta show my face here and there. But I really like audio. I think it's easy. But I gotta do audio. I gotta do video sometime too. So I'm gonna get started with that. You got your website, which is YouTube. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
But as of right now, I just got YouTube, y'all. But, you know, I'm going to take the advice of Br3ad.
No, I'm going to help you. We're going to spread the love. You're going to spread the love, Mr. Incredible. Now, you got your little pimp name, Mr. Incredible. Ooh. Ladies. Yeah, he a cutie, too. It may be audio, but go check him out. And
go check out the visual, y'all.
Yeah, check out the visual now. Listen, make sure you don't come making no funny faces. They be like, why you lie?
He said, why you
no,
lie?
he's cute. He's such a liar. You a liar, Br3ad. No, but this has been a great show. You are definitely a great guest. Your style is nice and unique. You got that smooth style about you, you know, and it's nice. Your voice is nice. I see you doing big things with podcasting. So
I appreciate you, Queen. All love, man. Thank you.
And I'm so proud of you.
To be on your show.
Yes, I am so proud of you. You know, with your goals, and you keep it up, and you stick with these kids, man. You keep going. I'm going to give you that mentor information too.
I appreciate you, Queen. Like I said, once again, thank you for giving me the opportunity for being on your show, because you don't understand how therapeutic this is for me. So you actually helped me in more ways that you can ever imagine. So thank you, Queen.
Yes, we help each other. And I'm here for you too. So just like you here for me. So that's what's up.
Exactly.
I'm going to end this on what I always say. And this is what I do. We got to live, laugh, love. Love you first. Yo, bro, don't steal this line because I'm going to my lawyers on Monday.
I'm writing it down right now.
Live, laugh, love. Love you first, because you can't love anyone or anything unless you love yourself. Stay healthy. Stay focused. Keep God first in your life and hug your family members and your pets, because they're family too, just a little bit tighter. I love you, Mommy and Daddy, forever. Peace. Thank you, Meek, for being on the show. And it's time for us to go. Thank you so much.
Yay!
Oh, thank you.
That concludes this episode of Listen Up, Listen In with your host, Br3ad. Hey, yo, Br3ad, tell them how to keep in touch, baby.
Go to Instagram, Listen Up, Listen In 5687, and on Facebook, Listen Up, Listen In. You can also email me at listenuplisten5687@gmail.com. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, by following me on social media, you'll be able to see all the platforms my podcast is on. Wherever you consume my podcast, hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when a new episode is posted. Rate, review, and share this podcast.
Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in. Yeah.